Jacket swinger Brandon Dubinsky joining us now on Wall to Wall Sports. I want to take you back to Thursday night in L.A. End of the game. Drew down. He just comes flying into the scrum, throws a punch on you. You turn on him, show considerable restraint. Initially a match penalty. It was since rescinded by the NHL. You will play on Sunday. Take me back through that from your vantage point.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was a pretty chippy game to begin with. There was a lot of scrums and so it sure enough ended the same way. And I just went in there with gear, and obviously he came in from behind, and I just expected there to be a fight, and he didn't want to fight back. So that was sort of how it ended. I just stopped, didn't punch him anymore after he went down. So it's just one of those things. He had a moment end of the game. Just the way the game sort of played out.
All right, let's move off of that and on to the way that this team is playing. Just one loss to L.A., but even showed grit in that one. Now 3 games remaining, starting Sunday against San Jose. It is win every time out game time. Do you guys have that mentality that you got 3 games left on the schedule and that you got to run the way and you got to win them all to get that 8th spot?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I think we know that we got to find a way to get 6 points here, but without looking too far ahead. The good news is that we got some days here in between games. We had a couple days in between the games now before tomorrow's game, and then same thing before Dallas. So we're gonna have an opportunity to be rested and be ready to go, and we got to make sure it starts tomorrow night. We got to take each period at a time and try and find a way to get it done. And obviously we need a little bit of help around the league, but the only thing that we can do is take care of what we can control, and that's how we're going to play. And it's going to start tomorrow night with a huge first period against the Sharks.
Brandon, let's talk about the fact that we are talking about this. The 8th spot, it really defies logic. Few thought you could pull this off. You're 16-5-5 since the start of March. Was there always a belief in the room that you guys could be one of those teams that pulled this off?
Well, I think at the start of the year, we weren't sure if we could win or not. And, I think we were working hard, and we were losing some tight games, some close games, and obviously the emergence of Bob playing the way he has certainly been huge for us. We started finding ways to get over that hump and win some of those 1-goal games. And once it started happening, I think I started believing more and more, and continued to keep buying in, and Bob continued playing amazing the way he has, and we just started believing in each other, and that's a powerful thing, because we're all good players, and when you believe in each other, you find ways to get things done. One
of the things that's been really fun to watch is the way that you have gravitated to a leadership role. No captain on this team, but probably 5 or 6 guys who are natural leaders, willing to lead. You're one of those guys. I've noticed it a ton the last couple of weeks. You're new to the team, obviously, but willing and ready to lead. How cognizant were you of that to lead a new team?
Well, I think the big thing that I wanted to do when I got here was try and bring some of that winning attitude. Obviously, the way the season went for the guys here last year was tough, and we did obviously with the trade too with Gabrick. We've sort of done a complete overhaul of the team here, so it's not the same team. But that being said, I wanted to come in and from a winning environment, what I had in New York, and just try and bring that attitude and that effort and that belief into the locker room. And like you said, we have a lot of natural leaders in the room, and I think that's how we've gotten to where we have is we sort of came together as a team. It's a new group of guys, and we found a way to sort of come together and play for each other. And certainly there's been some guys that have been leading the way for sure.
Well, obviously, Artie is out, but the trade for Marion, it's almost like a mini Blue Shirts with this team right now. And then, of course, you and the Rangers both fighting for that 8th spot in the playoffs. Is it at all surreal, the position you find yourselves in?
I mean, it's definitely interesting how it all went down. I guess there could have been just one huge trade this summer.
Right. That would have done it, right?
But it's just the way hockey plays out. And obviously our management here with JD coming in, his close ties to the Rangers, I anticipate that we'll probably, this probably won't be the last trade between the two teams, just given the history that they have together. And obviously we got a great scorer in Marion, and So I think, for both teams, it seems to be working out good. I know we're certainly happy to have Gabby and Artie and myself and Timmy Erickson love Columbus and love playing for the Blue Jackets, and it's been a great change of scenery for me for sure.
Brandon, I'm curious if it resonates at all, the travel that you're involved with at this club. You played 4 time zones, 5 games, 7 days. When you were at the Rangers, you rarely left the Eastern time zone.
I'll tell you what, we didn't have much time to think about it. The fact that we played the 5 games in 7 days like we did the back-to-backs, you didn't have much time to think about it. It was just a matter of going out there and then trying to get a job done. And, the guys, although we did fall short the other night in L.A., the guys have a lot to be proud of, and the way they're playing and the way they're handling their business, because it's certainly not easy. And, we haven't, made any excuses about those type of things. We've just gone out and tried to win hockey games, and 4-1 in that stretch is pretty good. So, we got to find a way to, like I said, rest today, and we had a day of rest yesterday, and be ready to have a huge game tomorrow, biggest game of this season, just like every game is, throughout the end of this thing.
Well, you're exactly right. It's a Stanley Cup playoff game every time you guys take the ice. Brandon Dubinsky, thanks for the time. Good luck on Sunday.
All right, thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Brandon.